Okay, aloha and welcome back to the channel. For for, for one thing, I just wanna something that I've just wait, what's the word? An observation I made on the show. There is no wholesome character in it. No innocent, really, character. Well, maybe the sister, who I don't quite know the name yet. Maybe her, maybe. But there's definitely no innocent. There's definitely no nice adults. Or all the adults have flaws. They're terribly flawed. Beth's father is a cheater and um had a kid with this other person. Across the street. But the mom's no much better because she comes. It's not like she comes begging back to the dad anyway. And so they're still in this weird we sleep together, but we hate each other kind of thing. It's weird. Very strange. I think he would like to have both chicks in his life. We haven't actually met the other chick yet. Interesting. And then Beth is just sex wise, she just sleeps with whoever she likes, whenever she wants. She's got that kind of power. She knows it. And she flaunts it. Addie also having sex with her, but doesn't make her a bad person. But she's got her own desires that she's not tearing anybody. I don't know. Nobody's doing something super evil, but nobody is a really good role model. You know what I mean? And especially the parents, who should be. None of them are. The father is one thing, and the mom is another. Colette is supposed to be a role model, as their coach is also terribly not a role model at all. The husband is a bit of an egotistical person, but that's about the only thing on him. But yeah, everybody is a majorly flawed character. That's how you add some drama to your series, right? All right, that's all I wanted to say. It's just something I just wanted to point out there as an observation. This is Dare Me, episode 3. Let's do it. Ice. Whoa.
Hey, you good? I really appreciate you doing this for me again.
Well, it beats
Okay.
being out of deep and rocky
I was like, did she
road.
go and fuck the guy and then came back?
I had
No
a
way.
job.
But I don't spend my time on sheep. There's no payoff.
Oh, she's calling him sheep.
So, same time tomorrow?
I would miss it.
I can see that. She's dedicated to that, and yet she's not even going to give her a chance.
She go down okay?
She's pretty much calling us sheep.
It's the tale of two sisters.
There's Tacy.
The anemic little sister's got the bod and the pliancy, but she's way too green. And Beth is just hellion.
Yeah, I know. I met her. I came by the office the other day to see Bert.
What'd she say? I mean, did she just introduce herself?
Yeah, she is not shy, that one. Yeah, it reminds me a little of you, actually.
It's funny because Will calls her
Stop
shy.
showing me how s-
It's funny because Will said the opposite, that she was shy. I don't like how she sidelines Beth. She just seems to have it out for Beth. She just doesn't want her at all involved at all. You know what I mean? As much as Beth didn't make it the cheerleading captain for nothing, right? But apparently she just doesn't like her. I wish that they'd have a conversation about that. Why in the world are you seem to have had it out for Beth from the beginning. You know what I mean? You didn't even want her to be on your team pretty much. You instantly went for the sister before Beth hadn't even done anything to you yet. And well, I guess she had attitude. But besides that, you didn't even give her a chance. Why? She's already shown that she can do it, right? Or apparently to you that's not good, I guess. You as the coach, you've seen better. I don't know.
Allie, Mindy, stop being lazy. Nature gave you those shoulders. Why do you refuse to use them?
5, 6, 7, 8, 1.
This video we're making needs to be flawless. No filters, no fancy edits. We're not there yet, but we're close. I can see it, and I can see regionals.
I see fetus foot punching a hole in someone's face.
We have to be strong for those who are less strong. That's how we win.
Room for me in the Jeep today? Depends.
I can't. Work.
You were just there last night.
I'm meeting
She's
Will
not telling
at
her
5,
she's
so
babysitting.
I'll be back at 7.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey.
Addie, just came over to practice again. You remember Addie, right?
Hey, since Mr. Coach is home early, do you want to go check out the new site for the bid video?
Thank you. You didn't have to do that. I wanted to.
I owe you a practice.
So she's just hanging out with them in their relationship. It's like they're both lying to the husband behind his back. I feel so sorry for him. I hope he's cheating on someone too, so that we can have a double cheat out.
Parachute. Open up.
What the fuck? That was so weird. He was like right there, and you know the husband is at home. That's
Do
crazy.
you like my scar? What's that?
It's Hamsa. The charm is supposed to ward off the evil eye.
You want to be on top of that pyramid just like every other girl.
Too tall. Anatomy is destiny. But Addie is one of the best tumblers I've ever had.
I didn't realize yet. The
Doesn't
top,
really seem like you had
top
any.
gear has a height requirement.
Our coach is a
Interesting.
real fuck up.
Don't worry, she's strong.
Obviously, you gotta keep my eye on something like that. I was thinking she might hurt herself.
It took longer than I thought. Look at you. You have this glow.
Yeah, it's the glow of toxic chemicals. We stopped by the dairy cream. She's such a hard worker. She might make a really good babysitter for us.
Sure. Must bring back memories, remind you of hanging out with your friends in high school.
I didn't have friends in high school.
Maybe she was fat and everything. Fat and shy would work together.
Not me, it's them. It's Mindy and Allie. They're twisting me like a corkscrew.
Does anyone have a towel covered in JB spray tan?
Yeah, don't blame this on us. Blame it on your limp dick ankles.
You said not to stop.
Just freaking chicken leg. Oh, damn.
Fine. It's fine.
She like slammed
I know
her.
how your shoulder gets.
It's fine.
Hey, Cottontail. I'm thinking of taking an ice bath. Don't you think you should have one too? It's a top girl rite of passage.
Messing with her.
Here. Gonna let that scare you? Pussy weak. She said we all have to be strong for the less strong.
Not that bad. Just an ice bath.
How's that bid video coming? My girls, are they killing it? Or are they just killing each other?
It's fine.
They're just killing
Yeah,
each
it's
other.
not going
At
as
least-
quickly
at
as
least he
I would have
knows
hoped,
what's
but I'm
kind
not
of going
worried.
on.
But if you can't get them all to fall in line and you need a little extra something through the home stretch, editing software today can put the sizzle in even the saddest steak. Some say squads are at a disadvantage if they don't.
No, we can do without that shit. That bullshit.
Anyway,
And who can stay in there the longest?
You can quit at any point.
She might have a bigger problem. Get out! What are you doing? Get her out! Oh, that's what that is. That's what that was. She's not doing that for fun.
This is
for
over.
recreation.
Stacy?
Here.
She gave her a towel. Oh man, she was willing to stay in there,
What are you all still doing here?
freezing our asses off in ice cold water.
And I think it's time for a break. When are you all coming
Dairy
to my
Queen.
house?
The what?
Yeah, Coach, that'd be great.
The what house?
Cat and Beth always goes one step too far, and then bad Lieutenant Addie reels her back in. At least something happens when Queen Bee's around. At least we're not all dying of boredom inside.
Is that the dude? She was at the bar.
These past few weeks have been started.
That's a good shot. I like that.
Can you feel it?
Seeing them all in the same place, in the same spot,
You're changing.
same shot.
And then one day, you'll realize that there is no greater pleasure than pain.
In the body. Right after she says that, we see this shirt. I know this song. Wow, you got all these girls partying in his living room.
This is party or
This is
home
Mr.
invasion.
Coach, man. That looks like fun. Oh, jealousy rears its ugly head. I see jealousy. I think she likes Colette.
Thank you for saving me today.
Oh.
Beth is like psychotic.
You could have fucking got out yourself.
It's not my job to make her feel like she matters.
Oh, she actually feels bad, I think.
Where'd you go? Love. It's a kind of killing. And none of us get out alive.
Huh. That's it. The perfect spot to end. I like this show. I like it. I really do. It's I would say it's a bit of a slow burn, and but I was never bored ever. The first episode was good too. The characters make it really good. It just it's I think it likes to take its time. This is a good example, I think, of how you can do a slow burn. I mean, usually people use the word slow. If the story is slow, it means it's boring. But this is how you do slow right. This show is taking its time building its story, but none of it is ever boring. I think it's all fascinating. As you're paying attention, you see all these little intricacies or whatever, you know, you know what I mean. There's these subtle details all over the place. The characters are slowly becoming more complex and deeper and whatnot. It's still focused around children, though. I see a lot of similarities to Euphoria, but they are gradually becoming very different shows. They're both about teenage drama, but there's actually not much drug use in Dare Me at all. While Euphoria seems to thrive on that concept. And the relationship between the two characters, between Beth and Addie, is very similar to Rue and I forgot the other chick's name, but I think Rue their relationship kind of beats out Beth them's story. I mean, it beats out their relationship. There's something about Rue and the other chick that is incredible. But it's not to say that Beth them aren't amazing as well. It's pretty incredible because Euphoria also uses very interesting color palettes, and that other cat, the pink hair, she's got such a excitable splash of color. She has like electric green, luminescent eye colors and pink hair and a little bag. It's all pink and colorful. You know, it's like Suicide Squad styled dress outfits. Their outfits are just more lavish. While mostly our main characters the characters are mostly wearing gym clothes. Just bra and stuff. You know, stretchy. And cheerleading outfits. Very simple, plain drab. So there's not much flair, but the simplicity is nice and that it makes it feel like a real school. Sometimes you're looking at Euphoria, it feels like a not quite. It feels like a surreal high school. Everybody's wearing these futuristic outfits, whereas, especially the girls, whereas the Demi is very It's more something that you would have recognized that you. It looks like something people would have wore when you were in high school, kind of thing. Not for me, but maybe for you. But anyway, okay. I'm getting into the story now. I see it. I see how this thing is working out. So what happened in this episode, man? There's a big, some kind of a big, the big chilling thing is gonna be happening soon, and they need a demonstration video to get into the regional finals or whatever the hell regionals. I guess it was called regionals. I think something like that. So they need a video to get in there. So she's really prepping them for that. Beth has not made a move yet on her video thing, but she has it. She does have it, but she hasn't made a move with it yet. But Addie is she's making moves that are kind of separating her from Beth, because Beth, as we all know, hates Colette. We think anyway. But but Addie decided she's gonna babysit for her, and she lied about it because she know that Beth would hate that. Colette is getting too friendly with Addie. It's kind of weird to be that friendly with your students, especially in high school like that. And then, even worse, she had the nerve to actually, she lied to Colette's husband for her. And then the two of them went on a date. They went on a date to a picnic and a hike. Just. Ugh. It's really weird because it's like she's supporting cheating on your husband and sneaking out and going on a date. You remember when we used to do that? You and me, and but by you I mean my teacher and me going out with your date, and that's weird. It's weird. Why is she doing that? I mean, why is Colette letting Addie come with them? You know, you're just a bad role model for this. For that kind of, you're just supporting the infidelity. And I feel bad for the husband, who seems very supportive at home and seems to be the only guy not doing anything cheating. If anything, right now, the husband seems to be the most honest, decent person in the story. And he's the one being fucked over by everybody else. Colette just plain lies to him, and Addie is helping her. And then you got Beth and her relationship with her sister going on. The whole ice bath thingy. And, you know, because apparently Colette has it in her to make Beth's half sister the top girl, which puts her in charge, I guess, kind of. But there's no captain on the team. But that's as high as you're gonna get, literally and figuratively. And of course, Beth can't stand it, and I don't blame her, because I don't know if there was a reason for that. But then she chose her. You know, she thinks she has the right body for it, and she just needs to have the right mind. The skill, but she has the potential, but they only got 5 days to do this, so you got to do this now. Do it. The ice bath thing was interesting because we got to see, I think we saw Beth actually care about her sister for a second. For just a second. She gave her a towel. I felt that was out of kindness. She was challenging her to this thing, and she was expecting her to get out of the thing when she couldn't take it. But the sister being... She I think she wants to gain her sister's, you know, if you are a sibling and you had a sister or a brother who was that mean to you, no matter how much you treated them, however you treated them or whatever, you still try to, what do you call it? You still look up to them no matter what. You know what I mean? You just can't help it. That's your older brother, that's your older sister. You still look up to them, and you want to be. You wish you had a good relationship with them. If you don't, you wish you did, no matter what. So I think that the little sister still wants to. She still wants to connect to her older sister. She doesn't want to be seen as weak. She wants to be seen as strong in her sister's eyes. So they go on that, you know, they go on the ice bath thing to compete like that. And she's actually going to collapse and faint. She actually felt unconscious in that bath. Could have died but she was going to do that, which makes her pretty badass, actually. And it means that, you know, she's on best level there where they're both going to go at it. So, you know, sister is a little bit psychotic too, because she was willing to go through all of that. She's crazy. But I like that Beth showed a little bit of kindness there. She actually seemed like she felt bad. What did she say she said to Addie at the end there? that they. It's not my place to make her feel wanted or something. Make her feel strong, or accepted. Like she gotta earn that place. So it's like that's closest thing you can get from her as to an apology. She's saying that she's trying to build her up. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna give her any. If she wants to be the top, she's gonna have to take everything I got given at her because this is the only way you can. I'm training you. I'm making you stronger. That's probably not true. But maybe a little bit of truth in there. But I think she actually felt bad, and I like that we see a little bit of that in there. This episode largely building the relations between Addie and Colette, and then Beth and Addie, as well as her and the sister. We're just kind of building the relationship a little bit more. But there's feels like there's a water balloon rising, filling up, and it's gonna pop soon. Not yet, though. Not yet. There's something coming, and they're not in a hurry to really tell it. So I don't mind. I actually like the pace of this show. I think it feels right. I would argue that it might be. I think this show could be 45 minutes. I don't know if it needs to be an hour long to do what it does, right? But as it's been going on, this third episode actually, it's getting more intense. First two episodes felt long, and that's not always a bad thing. But in this case, it felt long in the way where you keep checking your watch a little bit. I think it could have been a 45-minute episode like Walking Dead, and you could have done all of this without a lot of extra fluff. But I think time will tell. Time will tell if it's all necessary or not. But this episode actually felt much shorter, even though it was just an hour long as well. So it's getting the pace is picking up or something. I think it's just getting more interesting as it goes along. I think this is one of those shows which will get better after every episode because we need to know these characters. It's a character piece. It's a character show. It's kind of hard to describe a character show because it's about the drama between the characters, and the only way you can really get into that is to just watch it. Because if you don't like the character, you got to get into the characters to get into this show. Is what I'm saying. So it's gonna take a little while, but as each episode, the characters get more interesting. Pretty soon you're hooked, and you want to see where they're gonna go. That's when the show's gonna take off. I think the pace won't even change, but the characters will be just in your mind, hooked on, and then you won't be able to stop watching. It's getting there. And I like that little party they had at the house, man. Pizza party and all that, and Mr. Coach coming home. That was kind of, I wish you would have danced with some of the girls. It would be kind of funny. The one guy in the sandwich of all these chicks, man. Just an innocent, cute party, Yeah, I actually kind of like the husband now. I like him, actually, especially because he seems to be the only good character so far. We don't know if he's cheating on anybody or whatever. But, okay, that's the third episode of Dare Me. I like it. I like the show. I am in. I'm watching it. I want to say I wasn't sure about it when I first watched it because I thought it was interesting a little bit, but then I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to watch a show about cheerleaders. Cause look at me, I have no connection to that world at all. I don't know anything about that. I don't even go to high school. I don't know anything about high school. I was homeschooled, so I don't know anything about that stuff. But you know what? This is pretty cool because everybody can get to know drama and stuff like that. It's interesting to see it from a cheerleader's point of view. Cool. So I'm in. See you guys in the next episode.